going to show you how easy it is to put together a custom metal frame, or pretty much any metal frame for your artwork for that matter. You will get the kit after you order it. It's going to have 4 pieces, just these handy little bars like this. It's going to have a bag of hardware. I've already got a bag laid out and ready to go. And you're going to need a screwdriver. So the first thing I want you to do is consider that this is metal and you want this to be on a soft surface. I've got it on just some canvas here. You might want to put it on a clean piece of foam core. Even a very flat, short-napped towel that's laid flat would work, because you don't want to scratch the surface of your frame as you put it together. So I'm going to set this out how I want it. This is the front of the frame. This is the channel that your artwork is going to go into. It's called the rabbet. And then this is the back that our hardware is going to connect all of those 4 pieces. So I'm going to put this just kind of upside down, like it would be if I had the back of the frame facing me. I'm not worried about it fitting together right now because we've got hardware to put in to do this. And there are instructions that come with it, so it's something where you've got that with it besides this video, so it'll be easy. All right, so we've got 2 hardware pieces here. This is going to be the base that this is going to go on top of. You want the writing to be up here in the corner, and you want those screws to be facing you so that you can fasten it in. So we're gonna put this like a sandwich here. We're going to put this into the bottom kind of channel here of our base. Need to loosen this up just a little bit, because as these tighten, it's gonna be what's gonna hold those pieces together. So I'm sliding that into the channel, and I'm going to slide this one in the channel as well. So I've got a corner to push it up so it's a little easier to see. I'm gonna put these together now. I'm not going to tighten them down like super ridiculously tight, because we might want to adjust a little just to make sure our corners meet up well. But I want it to be tight enough where it's easy for me to handle as I'm working. All right, so the same thing with the next one. Now the urge is, because you're seeing this start to come together, you're gonna wanna go ahead and put this one on with it, but you're not going to be able to fit your artwork in it because of the way the channels work on these frames. So you wanna leave one end open. Now, because of filming, glass has a lot of reflection, so we're not going to be putting glass in it. What you'd be doing as you did this is we've got some paper that's been matted, paper art, and we've got backing on it. We would want to put the glass on top of that. We're going to flip it. We'd be sliding the whole ensemble into that channel. Make sure it's good and secure at the bottom. Then we're going to take that extra piece. We're not going to do them one at a time. With this step, you want to do them both simultaneously. So I'm going to get these ready to go. All right, so we've got those both in the ends ready to go. We're just going to slide that into that channel, making sure to kind of push that artwork up from the bottom so we've got a good fit. Now we want to go around and tighten all of these equally. Pay special attention to kind of where those corners are coming through. You don't want one a little off versus the other. You want it to be nice and tight before you finally kind of tighten those screws down. All right, so we've got all of our corners screwed in nice and tight. This isn't where you celebrate. The work is still not quite ready to go, and I don't want you to pick it up at this point because the artwork is going to kind of rattle back and forth. it needs these handy dandy spring clips to keep them in place. Now these are always the mystery of all framing packets, and nobody's ever quite sure what to do with them. They're a spring. All you're going to need to do is put them flat. You push them down and then slide them right into the track if you need to. Use your screwdriver. Just push that and slide it right into place. Make sure you push it all the way against the side. With a frame this small, this is 11 by 14, and it's lightweight. We don't have heavy artwork in here. There's not a bunch of, extra weight. You really only need a spring clip on each side and one on the top of the bottom. If you were doing something really large, you'd want to put them all the way around, because that's holding that artwork from all four sides tight against the front for a nice clean presentation. So I'm going to put one at the top and bottom here. All right, so now let's look at it. Nice and firm in there. You can see there's a tiny bit of give with that spring clip, but not much. That's good. That's for the safety of your artwork. Obviously, again, we did not put the glass in there so that you would not have that reflection, but it would push all that up nice and clean against the front. We're not done yet, because you still need your hangers in the back. So we're gonna put that down. Make sure that this is the front of my work, so I know that's the top is away from me. Not that this isn't a lot easier than a regular frame, a regular wood frame, to correct if need be, but it's good to kind of keep an eye on it. All right, so these are our little kind of hangers that we've got. You can put these in as you're building it. It used to be the old-fashioned kind, but this, you just put it at an angle. Make sure that you put this edge that's gonna have the wire on it facing in, put it at an angle, push it down. We're not gonna tighten it yet. We wanna get our other one in. Angle, push it down. You'd measure, decide kind of how high you want that to be for your artwork. Hold on to your clip, and then you're just going to tighten that screw, and it's gonna lock that in the channel. Make sure it's good and locked. Give it a shake, because your work is going to be carried on this wire. You don't want it to slip and slide all around, at a gallery, in your studio, in a client's home. So make sure to secure that nice and tight, and double check it. You can kind of feel it push up as it's starting to tighten in. All right, those are good. There's little bumpers. All you need to do is peel those off. They're sticky. You're gonna put it right in your corners. What this is gonna do is push up just slightly past that metal, but not so much that you can see it easily from the side. It's gonna keep that from scraping on your wall if the frame would tend to shift ever so slightly. Always a considerate thing to do, because you want people to enjoy your work and not scrapes on the wall. Okay, so we've got it all framed. It's almost ready to go. We need to address those hooks that we put on the back. What you're going to need to do is find the weight wire that is going to be acceptable for safe hanging of whatever the weight that your artwork is that you're framing with these frames. So it's something where you can consult your local Jerry's Artarama, you can call customer service, and they'll help you if you're not really sure kind of what you're going to need for your particular artwork. Once you've got that wire, string it across, and your artwork is ready to go.